Okay guys, Chris back with you on CC's Aquatic Adventures, and about a month and a half ago I bought some fish from, I believe it was Petco, about an hour and a half from my house. They always have a great selection down there, and I was able to get some barbs. So we got some rosy barbs. This tank's always been a rosy barb tank, a tiger barb tank. I lost a bunch of fish when we moved, so this is just to make up for the fish that I lost. I've always had a bunch of rosy barbs in there. Unfortunately, I lost them on the move. And this is pretty much mostly tiger barbs, and you got zebra loaches in here. I got one flagfish. The other flagfish died. So tank is kind of needs to be built back up. So these guys were in quarantine for about a month and a half. I just finished their last medication about 2 days ago, and they all seem to be doing really good. So you guys know when I do quarantine, I run through all the meds I possibly can for any type of disease they may have, especially parasites. So they went through the rounds, and they're all doing pretty good. These are melon barbs and they're rosy barbs. So I got 3 of the melon barbs and 4 of the rosy barbs. Now I kept the moss in here. I took it out of the 10-gallon because it seemed like they do better in the moss hiding in it. So I'll put the moss in the tank with them, just to give them somewhere to hide, in case there is any type of aggression here. But usually barbs are pretty much able to deal with a little bit of aggression. Nothing spectacular, but they could deal with a little bit of aggression, and that's why I like to keep them. They're so damn hardy. And of course, I had these gold barbs for a long time now. I've had them for about 6 years now. They've been a mainstay in this tank. So whenever you go to a fish store, sometimes when you bring fish home, they either last long or they don't last long. It all depends on the type of fish you get. Like these guys here, I've had them for about 6 years. I've got other fish in here that come and go. So it all depends on where you're getting your fish from and how good they are. I mean, just like anything else in this world that you buy. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna do 2 parts of this video, because I need to go downstairs and get the scissortail rasboras, which I'm gonna put in that tank there to add to the 3 I got in there. So I like to have them in school, even though they don't really school a lot. But I like to have many of them in that tank. I like the way they swim, I like the way they look. So anyway, in saying that, let's get these fish in here, and hopefully they'll last a long time. Anyway, let me get these guys in here, and I will come back to this once I get these guys in here. So give me I'll be about 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Come on. Okay, guys, I changed the camera. I put it a long ways. You can see they're all swimming around there like crazy. The rosy barbs, and you can see right there the melon barbs look awesome. I like their colors. They look great. We're gonna see if we can get these guys nice and fat and big, and hopefully they'll do good in this tank. So yeah, that's the barb tank. There's some other barbs in there I haven't mentioned. They're in there. They're kind of hiding, but you can see they're all out now, swimming around. There's some guys in the back there, but you can't really see them because they're kind of hiding out. But this is a good tank, and hopefully these guys will add some life to it. I'm probably gonna get some more barbs, because I did lose some in here. So hopefully eventually I'll get some more fish. I'm actually going to be going to the fish store here soon. I want to get once I get these tanks emptied here, I try to still try to find 125, but once I get most of these tanks emptied, I'm going to start breeding. So I want to start off with Crebinsis and probably some guppies, some live bears. We'll see what I come up with when I go to the fish store. But that will be coming up in these next couple of videos. I will be showing that as a part of the growing of this fish room, and hopefully we'll be getting into some fish sales and some other stuff. So the breeding, I did do breeding at one point, but I'm going to get back into it now. I stopped it for a while, but I'm going to get back into it because I have kind of the space to do it, because I at one point I had too many tanks that were stocked with just fish, and I didn't breed anything. So we're going to try to do some things with angelfish. Probably going to move some of these guys into a breeding tank. I got a couple 10 gallons down there. I may move, once I move the Jaguars, I'll have a 29 gallon to move these guys to breed. Or I could probably grab the, you know, when they lay eggs, I'll probably try to put something in there so that when they lay the eggs, we can move the eggs somewhere. But that's up and coming, and hopefully we may get into doing some barbs too. I like to get some rosy barbs and other stuff. If you remember, you guys, we did have some, I don't know if I still have them in there. There was one in there last time I checked, but I don't think I see them anymore. But they were very, very hard to keep. They kind of didn't last very long. And those being the, I like to get them again at hatchet fish. Eventually, I don't think those lasted very long. I only have one left in here, and I don't see them anymore. So, unfortunately, it happens in the fish hobby. You lose fish. I lost some hatchet fish. So, let me go downstairs and get the Rasboras. Let me get them in there, and then I'm going to be doing another video on the 55-gallon tank here. I'll be sharing that soon too. So, but anyway, that's the 20-gallon long. We're done stocking this tank for now. Hopefully, we'll get some more fish eventually for this tank. I may want to breed some of these barbs. I'm thinking about doing something with the melon barbs. They're really cool fish. We'll see. Anyway, stay tuned, guys. Let me get the other fish we have in quarantine, which are the scissor-tailed Rasboras, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, you know this is my favorite tank. This is my show tank. This is the tank I show everybody when they come to my house and see my fish. Now, I wanted to put 6 of these Rasboras in there. I just put, there's one there. They're kind of swimming around here. There's 4 of them over here. There's another guy in there somewhere else. But they'll do a lot better in there with the bigger tank. So you can see there's 4 there. One up there in the corner. There's one right there. You can see the one, the small one right there. I like the way these guys look and the way they swim. I think I'll be keeping them in there. Once I get the bigger tank, which I'm hoping, I'm trying to get a 150 maybe this weekend, I'm not sure. I do want to move the Geophagus with a couple of the cichlids. So the Geophagus, these guys down here, I got the light turned off because they kind of been messing with each other. So I do have a Dempsey. Let me turn this light on real quick to show you guys what I'm going to do. So the Geophagus, you can see they look beautiful. I love those fish. They'll be going into the bigger tank with the Jaguars, and then obviously with these guys, I'll be probably pretty much everybody in this tank, and 2 Jaguars, Geophagus, and I'll also be putting in the, you can see how big the Baylor sharks are getting, and also the silver dollars. So looks like we got the striped silver dollars, and there's 2 striped and 1 regular. But we'll get to that tank. I'm going to do an update on that tank in the next video. But that's what we're going to do. And we're going to move all these guys in here. All the smaller guys will be staying in the 55. Like, I'm going to probably get more rainbows. We'll leave the blue Acara in there. But everybody else is going to go to a bigger tank. The Baylor sharks and the silver dollars. And probably going to be it. Probably leave the blue Acaras in there. But all these guys will be moving to a bigger tank with the Jaguars and the Geophagus. So I'll have plenty of room for them. and then we can move the Baylor sharks. I might be able to get a little couple more Baylor sharks, maybe. We'll see what happens. And then what I want to do is I want to get some more of these roseline sharks for this tank. I think they look great with the angelfish. They pretty much do their own thing. They don't mess around with the angelfish, which is a good thing. So that's the move. We got all the fish where they need to be. You can see all these guys are going to be going in with each other. The Scissortail Rasboras. They just need a bigger tank because of how long they are. But yeah, they'll be great in that tank. You can also give, what I did notice with when you put some of these fish that are faster, they kind of give the angelfish, they're more calm. So they call them ditherfish. So I like to use ditherfish with the angelfish, but I don't like to put two small tetras in there. You know what I mean? I see people doing with neon tetras. I don't like to I put neons by themselves with smaller fish. That's me though. I don't even put neons with betas. I just like the angelfish to have something a little bit bigger with them. And these guys they get about 3 or 4 inches, maybe a little bit bigger. I got one in there he's probably almost close to 4 inches. But what they do is they provide some real stress relief for these angelfish. And I've had angelfish a long time, and a lot of times they get stressed out. And this tank is very peaceful now. They all get along. There's not a lot of nipping. And of course, I like peaceful tanks, but the ditherfish definitely help. If you ever had an angelfish tank, I highly recommend using a Scissortail Rasbora, or even maybe like I was always thinking about doing a bigger tetra like these guys. They're not bigger, but they're a little bit longer, and they're not as small as the neon. The Rummy-Nose tetra are pretty good too, but I kind of like the balance in this tank with the Scissortail Rasboras. And of course, you guys know I had these keyhole cichlids in here. You can look real close up on the top there. We've had those guys I've had those guys for at least 10 years now. I lost one of them, but there's still 2 in there. I'm not sure where the other one is, but he usually hangs out in the corner. Anyway, we already updated this tank, but I'm gonna see if I can find the other keyhole cichlid that's in there. Another real gentle giant, another real gentle cichlid. Everyone says cichlids are mean and nasty, but these guys are pretty cool. I don't see one there. Oh, there's one back there hiding in where the plant is. You see him back there. They're very, very peaceful. They're good tank mates with the angelfish too. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if you want to keep a peaceful tank, pretty much angelfish, Geophagus, these what do you call it? I can't think of the name. Or rams. They're a great fish to put in there. And keyhole cichlids, roseline sharks are good for ditherfish as well as the Scissortail Rasboras. The roseline sharks do get bigger, so I may have to move them eventually, but for now I'm going to keep them in there, and once I move the Geophagus out of there, they'll have more space. But this 75 gallon is my favorite tank. I want to get a bigger tank so I can move these fish around and then finally get the tanks to look like where I want to look. So that's it, guys. Those are my new fish. They all got into their new homes. You can see the Scissortail Rasboras. Hopefully they'll stay together. They usually will. Great for ditherfish. And then down here, obviously we want to build up that barb tank again because I did lose some fish. And with hatchet fish, I'm probably going to go and put them in a different tank and maybe get like 10 of them. Those are more of my favorite fish, and I don't think that they were a good tank mate for these barbs. Anyway, that's the video for today, guys. Hopefully we'll be getting some more fish here. The next time I do get fish, they're going to be for breeding. I'm going to move all my fish out of the basement, and we're going to strictly use all those tanks down there for breeding. And the goldfish, I'm planning on moving them outside here soon too, so I have another tank to mess around with breeding, and I want to do a lot of different types of breeding. So that's it in the future. For now, actually the 30 gallon and the 20 gallon will be great for the angelfish once I get these guys. I know which ones are the females in here, So I'll be moving a female, and hopefully I'll get a male, and they'll lay eggs, and we'll get some babies. And this time I'm going to keep them out in a different tank. So that's the plan as for now, guys. So if you like the video, hit like and subscribe, and comment if you like, comment, and watch out for the next video. Remember, if you can't own them, rehome them. I'm out, guys.